right? Like, do not let worry put you in the grave early. And unfortunately, it's one of those things, that all of us live with. Every day I deal with it. When I tell you I live in the yellow, it's because I'm always worried about stuff, man. Worried about my kids, worried about the future, worried about, my personal health, my wife's health, my kids' futures, my organization, my JROTC cadets. They're going to graduate. Are they going to be okay when they move on? We have a drill competition. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about practice. I'm worried about all these different people's personal lives. I'm worried about, am I doing a good job? Do they value what I'm doing? Do I value all the, and how do the other instructors feel? Are they okay? Worry. All the worries. One thing for me when I'm dealing with worry, you like to do a little box breathing thing that you learn from the military. It's simple. You breathe in for a count of 4. You hold the breath for a count of 4. You exhale for a count of 4. And then you breathe no breath in for a count of 4. It's essentially a 4 count of breathing to try to get your mind off all the things that you're worrying about. And then you must remember that I'm worrying about things because I'm uncertain about the truth. I don't know what the reality is going to be. None of us know what the future is going to have in store. We do not know what the day will bring. And just overloading yourself, allowing yourself to go from green to yellow to orange to red because of worry is a bad plan. It's a bad plan. So if you've got something that's such a big deal that you cannot get it off your mind, you need to go find out what's true. You need to ask the tough questions. You need to have the difficult conversation. You need to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself, and then decide, okay, do I need to be afraid of it? Do I need to be panicked about it? Right? Because if I'm afraid, well, then I can face it. I can run from it. I can fix the capability. I can adjust the time. I can whatever. Right? I'm going to talk to you about what panic and anxiety can be done to handle those. But you need to know that with worry, you either have to choose to let it go or ratchet it up a notch and take it serious and get to work. That's all you can do for worry, folks. You cannot, if you dismiss it and act like it's not bothering you, you're lying to yourself. And it sucks because there's a lot of things to worry about every day. And you're not alone. You're not alone. I struggle with it every day. Here's the big one. The big one is anxiety. This is the one that's just, it is taking our nation, our country, our world by the throat. Living in a state of constant anxiety is exhausting. I will tell you from personal experience. I tell people that, you see me and you see all the energy and the whatever else that comes across to you. I get a lot of different people that say different things about me, either to my face or not, right? And they have all got different impressions of what the energy means. And I always say, this is me on medication, right? Imagine if I wasn't on it, because I'm just so pegged all the time, just from years and years and years and years and years and years of pressure and having to always find the answer to accomplish the objective, to lead the team and not to fail. And it's just, once you get to a certain level, it's hard to turn it off. It's not realistic for me, unfortunately. And so I need help balancing that all out, which is, why I no longer drink alcohol. That's a piece of it, right? It's why I no longer serve on active duty. Had to put a boundary on that and step away because unfortunately it was not healthy any longer. Had to, really manage my time appropriately and effectively and prioritize the things that we're going to do. Because again, there's a lot to have you anxious in this world, right? And there's a lot to have you worried about. And when you have anxiety, you've got to understand that it's real. It's real. There's going to be physical challenges in your body that are going to indicate to you that you've got concerns. And the real concern is not that You have stress. The concern is you look at all the things that you need to do and you worry that you don't have what you need to get them done. And when I look back on my time in the military, especially in the surface Navy, especially on amphibious ships, right? Because in the surface Navy, there's hierarchy, right? Let's be honest. There is hierarchy. And the amphibious ships are not on the top of the list, right? And I'm a Gator sailor. USS Bellawood, USS Ogden, USS Ashland, three of the ships that I was on. And then I was also on an aircraft carrier, which they're the top of the hierarchy. The stress level was even worse there because they have all the money in the world, but they do not have you don't have all the people and the training and the other things that you need to accomplish the mission. They'll throw money at you, but that doesn't buy you bodies, right? That doesn't buy you the parts you need. I digress. I was always living in a space where there was way too much mission, not enough people, not enough resources, not enough training, not enough time. And after 25 years of that, you just develop a sense of, oh my God, how are we going to go? And you can figure it out. I remember when I was on board the USS George Washington, I had a poster up in my DC, my damage control classroom, and this was the picture of a frog getting swallowed by a snake, and the frog still had his hands around the snake's throat as he's halfway down the snake's throat, right? And I tell my sailors, that's us, right?